Today, I got 11 paperclip hacks for you. They're gonna help you save money and they're pretty dang cool. So, if we don't got any more questions, let's get on with these hacks.
Wait. I got a joke.
Oh my God.
Where does Paper get his haircut?
What are you talking about?
At Paperclips, of course.
You know you're stupid, right?
No, you're stupid.
Anyway, let's get on with these hacks. Paperclip hack number 1. These two bobbers right here are pretty dang old because these are the bobbers that I used back when I carp fished. Look like that one got a hole in it. Maybe. This one right here I made on a different hack video, but I'm putting it on this video because you use a paperclip to do it. And this is one of my favorite hacks. But what this is a flag bobber. When you got your rod in a stand, like a horizontal stand, you know what I'm talking about. Got lots of videos where I made those, but if you do have it in that stand, you can point your rod down towards the water. I actually like to put my tip in the water. And if you have a bobber on your line, if the wind blows, you'll still know whether you're getting a bite or not. Because if it swings this way, it just means the wind is blowing your bobber. But when the bobber raises straight up, well, that means you done caught you a fish. But this is really simple to do, so let's put one together. You push this out, clip it off with some pliers. Once you clip it off, it comes apart, and it's only 3 pieces of spring, the end, and the bobber. Then I take a paper clip, straighten it out, and put it back through it. You make the little hook on one end, and on the other end, you make a bigger hook. Now, the reason that we put a paper clip in it, you see that little bitty hook right there? Well, you can make it to where it stays open, but that ledge is so small, if it slips off of it and it closes on your line, it's just gonna stretch your line and burn it, and then you're gonna end up losing your fish. Paperclip hack number 2. Now, if you're stranded out on a really big lake or out in the ocean and you're lost, one thing you're gonna have plenty of is water. Well, I'm in my shop, so I'm just gonna pour some water in this bucket lid. And now we can see if this trick actually works. Now for this hack, I got a little piece of styrofoam. It's just a little thin piece of styrofoam that I cut out of a big piece of styrofoam I had. But a lot of people uses a regular old leaf for this, just a leaf off a tree. But it's winter and it's hard to find leaves, so I'm using a piece of styrofoam. And I took a regular old paper clip. I took my paper clip, I bent it straight, then I cut it down to where it's about the size of my styrofoam. Then we're gonna take our paper clip and we're gonna take our knife and we're gonna rub it 50 to 100 times. Supposedly that'll magnetize the end that you rub. And we can use this paper clip as a compass. So let's get to rubbing. Okay, I'm gonna put it on here sideways because I know north is towards my door. Oh my gosh. Check this out. That's north. That is freaking crazy. It works. It freaking works. I'm gonna turn it southwest. It goes back to north. I cannot believe that really works. That's a cool trick right there. I mean, if you're stranded out in the ocean or something, you might want to know that one day so you can find your way back. You know what I'm saying? Hack number 3. Now, on this hack, we're going to make a jig head out of a regular old hook. The difference between a hook and a jig head, you see how the eye is sticking out the front of this hook? Well, on jig head, the eye would be sticking up right here on the point side. This is not a jig head, but we're gonna make a jig head with a paper clip. The first thing you wanna do is straighten out your paper clip, just like this right here. Now the second thing we're gonna have to do is tie a snail knot on this hook, just like this right here. This right here is a snail knot. If you don't know how to tie a snail knot, then you need to go watch my video and you'll learn how to tie a snail knot. You know what I'm saying? But before you tie your snail knot, make sure you put a sinker on your line. Just a tiny little sinker. Next, we're going to take our straightened out paper clip and we're going to stick it through the eye of the hook right here. Like that right there. Stick it through the eye. Then I'm going to grab this bottom part with my needle nose and I'm going to twist it around the shank of the hook. Just like that right there. Keep up, people. This ain't hard. And make sure you got it tight. You see how my hook ain't wiggling? Paper clips twist real easy, by the way. The next step, you want to bend your paper clip straight up, just like the eye on a jig head would be. All right, so the next step, take this sinker that's on your line, slide it back down your line, but bring it over the paper clip when you do it until it comes in contact with the hook. Clip off your paper clip and bend the end over so it doesn't move anymore. See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. And now you made yourself a jig head out of a regular old hook. Look at that action. Look at it. Now, when you catch a fish and reel it in, it may bend your sinker over like that, but all you gotta do is bend it right back, and then you're ready to jig again. That right there is kind of cool if I don't say so myself. Paperclip hack number 4. Now, just like the jig head on the last hack, I've seen bass guys take paper clips and wrap them around a regular smooth shank hook, and it acts like a little barb that'll hold your soft plastic on so it'll quit slipping down your shank of your hook. That's actually not a bad idea. Hack number 5. Now, on this next hack, we're gonna start with a paper clip. And we're just gonna straighten that thing out. Now, after you get your paper clip straightened out, I got a pair of these jewelry pliers, and I got them off Amazon. And they wasn't too expensive, but they're pretty cool. I actually had them on a hack video before. But honestly, paper clips have such soft metal in them, you could do this with needle nose pliers. But since I already got these, I'm using these. You see this clamp right here and over here. And then you see this little shaft sticking out. Well, when you close these pliers, they close around that shaft. You see what I'm saying? What they do is make a little eye on the end of your wire. So what you want to do is stick your wire across the top of this and the top of this. You get in there like that. You don't want it sticking over because it's going to hit this hook right here. You get it in there like that, then you start to close it and it'll wrap around that little shaft. Once you get it wrapped around that little shaft and you pull it out, you'll have yourself an eye on the end of your wire. Now, after you get your little eye bent in your wire, you want to take a small sinker. These are 1/8 ounce egg sinkers. Stick your egg sinker on the end you hadn't bent yet. Then put a little bend on the straight end so that your sinker can't come back off of it. Next, we're going to take a bass hook and we're going to get a split ring. Use your split ring pliers and connect these two together. Just like that. After you finish, you have yourself a Tokyo rig. That means it's Japanese. Yo! Out of the way, right?
See? I told you were stupid.
This is a really cool rig. You can tie your line onto your hook. When you're reeling this thing in, the bait won't drag on the bottom, but the sinker right here will keep the rig on the bottom. It's actually pretty dang cool. And making this out of a paper clip is gonna save you a whole lot of money. I'm just saying. Paper clip hack number 6. So this next hack is the same as our Tokyo rig, except you're gonna have to make one of those eyes on both ends of your paper clip. And you're gonna need 2 split rings for this one. And after you get both eyes on both ends of your paper clip, we're gonna put a penny on the bottom. And yes, my penny's got an extra hole because I used this penny on another hack a long time ago. How can you beat a 25-cent lure with a 1-cent lure? That's how you get it in the 1 cent, never mind. After you connect your penny to your paper clip, then you connect your paper clip to your hook. So basically, you still got a Tokyo rig, but if you have a penny on the bottom instead of a lead weight, it's gonna make all kind of weird movements and it's gonna cause your bait to have a lot more action. Number 7. You know the swivels that has the little interlock snaps? Those type of swivels are pretty dang handy actually. And you can just buy the interlock snaps by themselves. Well, a paper clip is really good for replacing interlock snaps. My favorite thing to do with these interlock snaps is to use them to hold my dragon weights on personally, because I can put a dragon weight on my line, and then if I want to switch over an anchor fish, I can just unlock this thing, take my dragon weight off, and put a regular sinker on it. They are very handy. Well, a paper clip takes the place of an interlock snap perfectly. You can throw it on your swivel so you can put weights on fast and take them off fast. And the thing I like about a paper clip instead of those snaps, this is not going to come off of there easy, but if you put enough pressure on it, And I mean a lot of pressure. It will come off and all you'll lose is your sinker and you'll save the rest of your rig. Paperclip hack number 8. Now, most of us use Plano boxes to hold our fishing gear in, and I do too because I mostly boat fish. But if you was backpack fishing, or if you was bank fishing, or if you just got a small tackle box, I'm sure you've seen people take safety pins and use them for hook holders. Well, a paperclip also makes a good hook holder. I'm just saying. Hack number 9. I've made several DIY sinker molds on my channel. Heck, one of them I even made a surf fishing sinker out of a step drill bit. It actually turned out pretty cool. But like I said, I've made several of these videos. And on all of them but one, the egg sinker mold. And there was nobody making egg sinker molds. And you know why? Because it's freaking hard. That's why. It's freaking hard. Anyway, if you make your own sinkers, like these over here, you're gonna need these little eyelets to go in them. You can buy these eyelets in bags, and they're not super expensive, but they ain't cheap either. But now, paper clips, I got these at the Dollar Tree, or the $1.25 tree, whatever they call it now. But I got 250 paper clips for one of those. You know what I'm saying? And I got this box at Walmart for $3, which is actually cheaper because you get 4 times as many. There's 1,000 paper clips in this thing. But all I'm saying is you can take a paper clip and you can make your own eyes for your DIY sinkers, and that'll save you a little bit of money. Paper clip hack number 10. They have these rod tip kits, and basically they come with a stick of hot glue that you can melt with your cigarette lighter, and of course they come with some tips. Now the difference in these tips is the size of the holes. You see how that one's got a tiny little hole? But if you break your rod off too far down, none of these are going to fit it. But again, you can take a paper clip, get you a set of needle nose pliers, and you can bend it and make you a tip for the end of your rod. These 2 little prongs on the end, you can open up and you can stick it inside the tip. Use some of your hot glue to make it stay. Then you'll have a temporary tip for your rod. Paper clip hack number 11. 11. I really like these little fishing pouches because you can put all kinds of stuff in these things. And I actually made some out of pencil pouches a long time ago. But these things are really cool for fishing, unless you break your zipper. Then it ain't cool no more. Well, you can take a paper clip and you can replace that little tab that broke off, and now our zipper works again. Well, there you have it. 11 paper clip hacks that'll save you some money, and it'll probably help you fishing, especially if you're stranded on the island or something. I'm just saying. Hey, if you like this video, then you should probably go check out this video, because you're probably gonna like it too. And if you don't, I don't know what to do for you. I tell you what, just go check it out anyway, because this video is over. It's over, people. Go on and check it out. It's over.